Hi everyone, it's Nikki again, Lady V to most of you. I just want to do a video today kind of covering hero equipment. And I know we've talked about doing these Revenant events that come up, and I really do push for them. We do get bonuses if our alliance places, but I certainly find that the rewards are huge. Now I'm going to go over two things here because I've done a whole bunch this morning, so just so you're aware, I'm going to pull up my system. So I have all these presents from doing all the revenants that I did today. So there is a way to get through them quick, so I'll address that right away. So mark as red and watch what pops up. All those rewards just pop up immediately. So you can get rid of that mail right away. Click on all and then delete all, and then that one's dealt with. So that's a good way. So what you're gonna do is you're going to go into your inventory and you're gonna scroll through your inventory. We're gonna go over a couple things today because I want you guys to build your armor for your guys. So we've got a lot of these barrels. So I'm gonna dump them into my armory right away, and I got a lot of those bundles. Use those all, get them done. Don't save them up for anything. You want to build your armory. So you're going to go to your tavern and you're going to go to forge materials, okay? So when we go to, I'm going to load that all up. You're going to go to synthesize. Now I have a lot, so maximize. I want them at least to green. So let's get those all up to at least greens. Now, this is something a lot of you are not aware of, okay? So we go to dismantle. I'm not going to dismantle any of these colors right now. I'm going to go to scrolls. You have all these scrolls, and as you can tell, I don't have a lot, but I found out through another player that they had like 23 of these things or 24 of those. You don't need that many because you're not going to be armoring up any more than your top 6 or 8 heroes. So you're never going to need more than any of those. I also have not been using the gray circled different pieces of armor. If you want to, fine, but I always say your goal should be to start with the green pieces of armor and equipment, just to make sure that you're going to actually develop some power with your heroes. So you can actually take these, and I've got 4 of those, so I'm going to dismantle those. So that gives me 4 of my already synthesized gray pieces. Go back down, make sure you are actually hitting that square and it's lit up. Max, dismantle, go back up, because it'll default back up to the top, and you don't want to dismantle any of your good stuff. Another gray one, I only have 1. Another gray one, I only have 1. Now, I know I'm not going to need 7 of those, so I'm going to dismantle. I usually keep 5 in there, so so I get 2 greens. Here, I'm going to dismantle 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Here I have 9. I don't need 9 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we've put a whole bunch of synthesized materials into your armory. Okay, so when you go to synthesize, all of a sudden these numbers have gone up. Now, I'm going to dismantle my materials, only because I want to show you what you can be doing with your armor. Right now, I have these numbers, and if I go back here, this is like a really complicated, it seems, but it's a process that you have to go back and forth. They haven't fine-tuned this well enough. So I have nothing forgeable right now, but I want you to watch something here. So we're gonna go back, open that up, go to Forge Materials, Synthesize. I'm going to dismantle some of my higher ups. I'm aiming for purple right now, but I'm just gonna show you that if you have any of this and you're aiming for a green and you just don't have enough, and you might have a purple piece or 2, then it's a good way to make use of what you have. So I'm gonna say max dismantle, take those blues down. All of a sudden I have 99 green. Do this with my purple, max dismantle, take my blue down, max dismantle, do it again, blue, max dismantle. Now, look at all this. Now, watch what happens. Hero equipment. All of a sudden, I have all these pieces that are forgeable. Now you need to go back into your heroes and decide which one you want to start arming up first. I suggest your first hero. My Peggy, I already have her with a couple green. I'm going to be upgrading her greens to blues, and I have one blue piece already. So I am going to start synthesizing my green pieces up to blues, and then eventually dismantle those and put them together and then have enough materials. So my other hero, for example, Sven, he's my top hero right now. I've got him all in blue. He's actually my next hero that I'm wearing. I'm going to upgrade his weapon. I have a weapon in purple that I will be able to upgrade to. So that's the other thing. When you look at your hero equipment, you know what scrolls you have available. To me, right now, I have it's called a strap, and it becomes part of their armor, I guess, and it fills the, like the bodysuit part. So I have to replace that. I can put him on anything, but probably will be putting him on infantry because that's where the highest percentage is. So it's something definitely to pay attention to. Like I said, Sven, his next weapon I'm going to be upgrading to will be this sword, and go from there. So I really want you to pay attention to how you synthesize materials. You can synthesize and you can dismantle all in the same thing. Like here, I can synthesize that now. I can synthesize that to the max to go all up to blue. And I can synthesize that all up to purple. So you can go back and forth. You're not locked in if you dismantle anything, but play with that, around with those numbers. If you're working towards green because you haven't got any green yet, start there. Avoid going into gray armor. I find that you're going to be better served at this point by getting those, especially if you're doing revenants. You should be getting a lot of materials. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. You know where to find me.